thank you untuk pertanyaannya. Jadi aku sehari-hari sebagai co-founder dari sebuah media independen namanya Warisan Indonesia, singkatnya WIWI, dan waktu itu juga di pemilu 2024 sempat jadi co-inisiator dari gerakan yang namanya Bijak Memilih. Jadi keseharian aku, emang passion aku itu dikerap di media dan di isu-isu sosial politik. Jadi itu background sedikit dari aku. Terus aku juga pas universitas sebenarnya belajar di film juga, lalu ketika aku dengar ada Alternativa Film ini, award dan project ini, yang satu hal yang menurut aku paling menarik itu kriteria film yang mereka cari, yang dimana mereka itu mencari film, biasanya kan kalau yang di media konvensional mereka akan cari film yang komersial, yang akan populer, yang bisa dijual. Atau kalau misalnya film festival yang lain itu misalnya yang aesthetically pleasing, directingnya bagus dan sebagainya. Tapi kalau ini secara spesifik pengen angkat isu-isu sosial yang relevan di negara tempat film itu, dan yang bisa menaikkan national identity, yang bisa mengangkat isu global ataupun lokal. Nah itu menurut aku sangat-sangat spesifik dan menarik, dan aku tahu karena kriterianya itu spesifik, dia akan nge-platform filmmaker yang berbeda dari film festival, film award yang sudah ada atau dengan jalur media konvensional yang ada di Indonesia. Jadi aku suka banget value-nya karena itu sejalan. Aku selalu firm believer bahwa ketika kita pengen naikin awareness soal social issue, soal isu-isu, cara paling efektif itu lewat media. Salah satunya film, karena itu dengan kita nonton, emosi kita involve, itu kita bisa belajar tanpa merasa diceramahin, diajarin.
Partnership with Geico GM and with Mas Garin, who is their program officer, and we have met with him in Georgia, and he really believes in the connection between two regions, between Central Asia and Kazakhstan, and also about showing the films. Very good one and very understandable. So as I said, we are a nomadic project, and we would be.
Awayu silakan, dan Kak Abigail silakan bergabung, dan juga Kak Lulu. Mungkin bisa you can sit down right there, and then Mas Awayu mungkin buat perubahan yang sangat amat signifikan, bisa dibilang secara number ini melesat. Dan kalau kita bicara soal tempat datang ke Indonesia, you came to the right place ya. Indonesia ini memang benar-benar sangat amat potensial ya. Jadi tadi sempat disebutkan juga kalau sebelumnya hanya awarding aja, tapi screeningnya belum tahu. Nah kalau untuk tahun ini screeningnya kita juga bisa saksikan. Kemudian juga ada semacam live-nya tadi ya, ada diskusi-diskusi. Jadi mungkin ini jadi lebih luas gitu ya jangkauannya juga seperti itu. Oke. Dan mudah-mudahan teman-teman media mungkin
tutors teach filmmakers how to make campaigns, like impact campaigns for their films. So that means you make a film about climate change, I don't know, air pollution in Jakarta. Then you create an impact campaign where you go to NGOs that cover this issue. You go to the government, you go to the traffic, I don't know, like mobility companies, and you discuss it with them, this issue, and you create a campaign to make a change. Like a film is just a part of your campaign, you know? So that's what we teach them, how to make a film as a tool in order to create change in the world. So this is a lab we also want to bring to Southeast Asia next year, and we are in talks with one partner right now on how to do that. But before we confirm the partners, we will not announce it. So please follow the social media and wait for news.
Oke. Dari Malu mungkin ada mau yang ditambahkan?
Okay, so Alternativa is a new non-profit initiative that is focusing on social impact and cinema, and we support and promote filmmakers from developing film industries that do share this value with us, that want to change the world with their works. And we have come to Indonesia because our project is nomadic. It moves from one region to another, gradually opening new regions. And we started in Central Asia, and we decided to stay in Asia because it's such a big continent, and Southeast Asia was the natural next step. And also we believe that here is the center of for many local talented filmmakers, for many young emerging filmmakers, and many untold stories, unheard stories, and we want to support them, and we want to make them heard on the global arena. And the difference with the last year is that this year we are not only holding the award ceremony where we announce the winners, but we also have a film festival that actually showcases all the films nominated for the awards, so that people can see the films that will get an award later and can engage in a discussion about this film, which is a very important point for us. Yeah, well, as I said, the main change is that we have added the screenings in the form of the film festival to the awards. And we have also doubled the number of submissions. So last year we had 500 submissions in total, out of which 350 were eligible for the award and were shown to the selection committee. This year we have more than 1,000 submissions, which is a great result, great number. And out of those, 680 are eligible. So a lot of films that have to go through the selection committee. They have a lot of work. For the next year, we are hoping with this award to open a hub in Indonesia, in Southeast Asia. So next year we want to do film labs here for the filmmakers from the region. These will be free practical educational courses with international tutors. We also want to have screenings of the films from other regions like Central Asia, South Asia, and to actually have this exchange of experience. But the award will move somewhere else. Like I would say preliminary that it's Latin America, our next stop is. So one day we will combine these two regions and we will, show films from Indonesia somewhere in Latin America and vice versa. So that is the big plan.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download Metro TV Extend sekarang.